What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the O2B YouTube channel. Today we are getting rid of the Mercedes and we are introducing the Audi. It may not look like much. It may look like there's a few damages. That should buff out, right? Just a little love tap on there. Now we've got a new bonnet for this bitch. We also have a very scratched roof. A lot of minor rust, really. Like there's actually no rust here, which is insane. There's not even rust there, to be fair. It's only on the front wings in some areas, and this isn't even bad. Like, if you guys watch my freshly out video on the Audi A3, you'll see that a car from 2004 has more chance of rusting than this 1994 beast. As you can see, she's had a spoiler on there. The actual car came with a hella boot spoiler, and I just don't know where the extensions are for it, so I'm gonna have to dig through all these parts. It might be in there somewhere. It also came with a brand new water pump, timing belt kit, slam panel, fucking all sorts, really. Stepping into this 90s classic, right? We are not only greeted with an actual traditional steering wheel lock, we also have another steering wheel lock. Excellent. Now the lock's off. Does that sound beautiful, or does that sound fucking gorgeous, is the question. No lights on the dash. This car's from 1994, right? And it's took my abuse, which is insane. It actually sounds like a little rally car, and it's fucking amazing, and it makes my day. Is that the best sounding car you've ever heard, or what? Why does it sound so good, you may ask? Well, that is because I took an angle grinder to the airbox and all of the internals. Next day, Amazon delivery, 89mm pod filter on there. Reworked the vacuum system, because obviously these have like a vac system internal to the actual airbox itself, which is meant to be sealed. So I've had to position it there, mount it on cable ties to airbox. Obviously you can see my little fabric wrap job all over here. Oh, it's so good. New clips, that's all secure in there. We've got a big old pod filler in there. So yeah, there's not much to look at. There wasn't much coolant in there when we first started it as well, so I'd like to see. Oh yes, we have coolant. That is great news. What else can I say about this? I snapped the engine mount off, which wasn't the greatest move. Just off revving it, really. So as we can see, we've got all the parts we need to fix this car that came with the car. My guy has provided me with everything I could really need. So I noticed that the heaters, when operated, only the blowers work towards the window. None of these blow through, even when you set it to them. And those are for them, and that is for underneath the dash. So I'm guessing there's an issue in the matrix. That's why the guy shot the matrix in with it. I'd love to put a modern Audi steering wheel in this thing so bad. Another thing I'll be doing today is removing this. I'm gonna actually do it right in this light frame. Looks like a door handle off job. That is disgusting, dude. That's coming right out. So we need to mount the spoiler on. In other bits, there's a slam panel and a bonnet, because mine is a little bit bent. We got a whole tow bar kit and all the electrics for it and everything, so that's quite crazy. This is an inner CV joint, which is slightly concerning. Boom, inside of this thing is an outer CV joint. I didn't know that. This is a timing belt kit and the tool to do it. We've also got a thermostat in case that goes, some bulbs, outer tie rods, some suspension rubbers. I think that's for the stabilizer arms. A cover of something, a new water pump, some mud flaps. Audi original floor mats, which actually pop in, which are really nice fitting. That's all the boot stuff. Everything's present, like all the boot kit and everything. There's that matrix I was about. I don't know what those are. I don't know if that's for an Audi 80. If anyone knows what this is, please let me know, because I'm really confused by what those are for. And we've got a new taillight, which will also be fitting to this bad boy. I've got a lot of cleaning stuff out, so we've got some chrome cleaner and we've also got some silver polish. We're going to use some old tricks to clean this up as well, some little bits and bobs I will be looking at. Definitely needs that timing doing soon really. And I'm going to swap over the bonnet as well while I'm in here. I've just been prepping all the sockets and everything I need to do so. And vote down in the comment section what colour I should wrap my wheel trims. Should it be pink, black or grey? So I'm going to begin with a deep scrub inside of this bad girl and clean all this up. I need to do a little bit of body work on here. As you can see, this is indented a little bit. I'm going to wash the roof. It's full of really bad scratches, as you can see. So I don't know how well the wrap's going to cover it. I might have to give this a light sand before I go as hard as wrapping it. So yeah, I'm going to cut back in and see how smooth I can get this thing before putting anything on. These are out now. I've stripped this off because the bonnet's coming off, and I'd just like to take a note of how grotty this engine bay is before I do anything on it, because I'm going to steam clean the death out of this thing and make it all beautiful again. But just take a note of how dirty everything actually is. And this is all like, look at that. So when you really look at it, you notice, and like dirty little things like this. Just take the labels off. I'm gonna make it look nice and fresh with a glue and tar remover on some stuff and make this brand new and cut back in to a few bits wrapped and a bit more progress. And boom, we've got the shocker off and the bonnet. So now we have more access to do a bit more polishing. As you can see, we've started doing a little bit here. Gonna be cleaning this up. I'd like to paint a rocker cover because I'm a total writer, to be fair. But I'm gonna try and get all this grot out of this engine bay. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of sanding on the roof, a bit of 1200 grit just to get it ready. Clean all this and remove the tudge of this. And multiple hours later, as you can see, I went way too deep into the under bonnet detailing. I've spent plenty of time to make this engine look brand new again. I mean, the work I've put in these reservoirs has been insane just to bring them back to life. The battery looks brand new again. Our reservoir looks brand new. All metals have been polished. The intake's back in. We've managed to get even the numbers and everything is visible on the rubbers now as well. All metals have been cleaned, even the block, like through here. I've done my best to make this look as pretty as possible for the time being. The 1.6 is going to be coming out at some point anyway, but while she's in here, we might as well look after her and make sure she's looking beautiful. Never even got the chance to clean up because I've wasted most of my time on this thing. I decided to go for wrapping the hardest thing first, and it's just been an absolute nightmare. But yeah, she doesn't actually look too bad. I'm quite happy with it. I've used the OEM sticker. So yeah, I'm gonna tidy up that edge there. I'm going to finish this, and these inserts are going to be gunmetal grey because the top of the bonnet's going to be gunmetal grey. Right, that's looking all better. So I just need to do my gunmetal grey inserts when I wrap the other side of this tomorrow now. I've been playing around trying to get these rubbers to fit as OEM, that fit there, and then the plastic trim that sits on top of all this. But I need to clean them down, get some new clips for them so they're ready for tomorrow. And yeah, I need to cut around these edges more nicely because I've just rough cut them out. But I'm quite happy with how that's came out. Right, so I've just done a little bit of preparations on the top of the bonnet. It's had a lot of lacquer peel all over the front, lots of rust spots and bits and bobs. So I've just sanded down the bonnet in different grits bit by bit down to 2000 at the end, make it nice and smooth. Now I'm going to try and get my wrap on. thought I could kind of sneak a little blend in, but I've made a right mess of it. The lifted clear coat is actually affecting the wrap there, which we can see. Got failure points here, here. There's generally nice. Just them corners, as soon as you get into those corners, it becomes a little bit tricky, especially once the clear coat starts peeling, so you just gotta YOLO it. I've trimmed that down, I've folded in the recesses, and now we just gotta trim the bottom, and she's done. Boom, that's the bonnet done. So, looks alright to be fair. I'm happy with it. For my own car, I wouldn't be happy to put this on a customer's car. I'm going to shut the bonnet back on. I'd like to do some wrapping of the underneath parts, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough wrap at the minute. I need to wrap the roof as well, which I'm not going to have enough wrap for. It's damaged my wrap trying to fucking put the bonnet on myself. Oh! I don't even understand how difficult this is. I am about to give up. Literally just this. You put so much effort into something like this and that happens. Whew. It is enough to throw you over the edge. I think I'm going to have a little break from this. I'm going to walk away now. Oh. Oh, fuck. That's all we were missing. The stuck shut hood. Perfect. So that was how you ruin your hood and then get it fucking stuck forever. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Well, we've got the hood kind of on and it's kind of working, so I'm leaving that as it is. Tonight's just been very stressful, so I just decided to do the rear tail light instead, only to realize after I should have just checked, like, hovered the part over the other one really before stripping it all down. But yes, it's completely different, so I've just wasted all that time cleaning this one up nicely, getting all the stickers off it. Anyone want a taillight for whatever the fuck this is for? Right, I've got the lights back in. I'm going to leave the cleaning and polishing until tomorrow because I need to wash the car and it's dark outside already. And I think that's all we got time for, really. You just couldn't make it up. Like, the universe has destined me not to be able to get that car registered to me. But roll on the Mercedes clips. I've just fully serviced this car. I've fully detailed the inside. We're just going through everything. We've got some new brakes for her, so she's getting brakes all round fitted right now. I'm also fabbing up a quad exhaust for her to complete the look, because I've sold the original diffuser and I've put a dual like exit by the side carbon diffuser on it, and it just looks silly. So luckily enough, I've managed to get both the same arms. As we can see, that new one is fucking solid, like nice and stiff, and doesn't move off until it, like, obviously there's like a lot of resistance on it. I don't know how to explain this really well. It's stiff. It's nice, solid, and stiff. Whereas the old one is all worn, loose. Yeah, that's completely buggered. That, like, there's just so much free movement in that, and it was knocking its pure head off. So she needed replacing. Tighten this new bugger up. Bosh. While I've got these out, I'm going to check the other side, make sure that I haven't come loose off drifting. That dude, she's got a new suspension arm there, a new suspension arm there, and a new suspension arm there. Fully serviced. Now let's get to doing the exhaust. So this is probably not the way most people do it, but this is the way I'm doing it. I'm welding end piece onto here. I'm going to blank that off. I'm going to run a pipe out of there, going there, into the bit we stripped out to run a straight pipe there. So it'll be Y pipe into right hand side straight pipe, and that's going to have the silencers. Tidy all that up, paint it all, and it looks sick. Get the exhaust tips on tomorrow because I've left them at home. But yeah, I'm going to weld this side up and cut back. And with that, we've welded in our little blank plate for that muffler opening. I've measured this and this and got them perfect bang on there, utilising my little exhaust bracket that I've got going on over here. Still need to tighten all this up but there's our custom little bracket. And bosh, we've got twin exhaust openings. And bosh, what a difference. Just cleaning down the underneath, giving it a quick lick of paint in some areas and putting some nice wax on to conserve everything else has done for this rear. Look at that. I am over the moon of how that came out. I think they may just protrude a bit too far out. I'm gonna have to trim them down really, but this looks comical actually by how far these stick out. That is insane, man. Oh, it's finally fucking quad exhaust though, man. What's she gonna sound like, man? Oh, look how shiny it is. Nice. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the new owner of the Mercedes. Everyone knows Dylan on the channel. Yes, she sounds good still. Oh man, the beast is on road. See you soon, brother. Yes. Oh shit. Chasing that 5-0. Yes. Oh, and there she is in her final glory. Trim them exhaust tips down so they look mint. But that's it for the Mercedes episode and the Audi. There's more stuff coming on the Audi, but this is now Dylan's car. We'll still see this on the reggie. Let's go. Shout out Palmer's Tires. Thank you for watching and be sure to subscribe for more.